You're listening to Southeast Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick in association with Wexford Insurances. Challenge us at Wexford Insurances 0818 31 30 30.
I'm joined now in studio by Rory O'Connor, the founder of tech startup Scurri.com. Good morning, Rory. You might start by telling me a bit about your own background, please.
I'm from Duncannon originally, down in the Hook Peninsula. I went to WIT, did a business course, started off my career and went on to Waterford Crystal. At the time, jobs were thin on the ground and I was offered a job. I left college and went and started in Waterford Crystal. So I spent a good few years there, 13 actually, and worked through various parts of the business, customer service, sales, marketing, did some IT project work. And after I was in Waterford Crystal, I left in 2004 and joined a consultancy, and I was working with the consultancy. Left that in about 2008 and started up on my own, and then started Scurri in the end of 2009, and so I've been working on that since.
Tell me, what do Scurri.com do? Basically
what we do, Karl, is we're a marketplace for couriers. If you want to book or ship something, you just go online, book the shipment, and we'll ship something from here all around the country or even to the UK for you.
So really, if a business person or a consumer buys something online and they're looking to get it shipped to themselves or elsewhere, what they can do is go onto your website, search for a particular transport company to actually do that for them, and they'll get a number of prices back. Is that the way it works?
That's basically how it works, Karl, yeah.
Tell me, where did the business idea come from?
The original idea was that I had a set of alloy wheels that I wanted to move down from the north of the country down here, and I found it very difficult to find the right courier to do the job for me. But eventually found somebody who was very close to me, a neighbour, who was running up and down and had empty capacity, and that kind of sparked off the idea that people had extra capacity to ship and other people were looking to move stuff if we could match the two together.
So really, you had a problem yourself in doing it. You created a solution, which is Scurri.com. Tell me about the process that you went through from, let's say, having the realisation for the business idea itself straight through to where you are today.
Yeah, so there's a lot of steps to it. I mean, the idea, from the time I had the problem and the idea kind of rolled around in the back of my head for a long time, I went off and did a good deal of research and then kind of decided that there was a business idea in it. I went out then and I joined a SEEP program down in Waterford and spent some time researching and putting together a business plan, and then decided that there was something in it or enough to create a business, and went out on my own and started to actually work on the business. Started with myself on my own and then built up a team around me to try and solve the problem that's there.
Tell me about some of the research that you conducted. How did you go about that?
Yeah, so there's two ways. That originally I did a lot of desk research, looking at what was going on in the marketplace, research, trade magazines, online. Google is obviously a great tool for the research. You can find practically anything on it. But also went out and talked to people, talked to transporters, talked to potential customers, sat down and actually saw would they be interested in a service like this. So yeah, a lot of research was put in the beginning.
So to make Scurri.com work, what you had to do was you had to get the buy-in from the transport companies on one side. What was their reaction when you put the idea to them first day?
The majority of the transporters were delighted to have an extra revenue stream coming in. So anything that could increase revenue in a tough market was attractive to them. So the transporters, yeah, most of them were very, very positive towards the service.
And from your experience, had most of them been doing much business online at the time? No.
The majority of them were not doing a huge amount of business online. Had maybe dabbled with it in the past, found it much more difficult to actually, they just had built a website maybe, and strangely enough, as they thought, business didn't just come flocking to the door, and maybe had left the web behind. Hadn't realised all the work that goes into building a website and getting consumers and traffic to that site.
The traditional transport model would have been that a transport company, a courier, would have went out there and touted for business from businesses themselves that would be looking to get parcels transported across the country. What level of support did you get from the government agencies across the country?
I couldn't say anything but great things about the agencies we have here. The first bit of support I got was from the Leader programme, and they gave us a small but very significant grant at the beginning, and it got us on the way. Tom Banville and the crew in the County Enterprise enterprise board have been fabulous in support in more ways than just money, mentoring and providing us with very good courses, etc. And then Enterprise Ireland, I found Enterprise Ireland fantastic. I've been working with them since the SEEP days. We were involved in SEEP and WIT, and they have been nothing but supportive. So we have fantastic government agencies.
I know as well that you undertook the IGAP programme with Enterprise Ireland. Tell our listeners a little bit about that, please.
Yeah, so this is another Enterprise Ireland initiative, the IGAP program. It's the Internet Growth Alliance Partnership, and basically, it's a number of ex and current internet CEOs and people who have grown and built great internet companies, and they've got together with Enterprise Ireland to pull together some of the best heads in the world in relation to internet. And we've had some international experts over. They trained us for 6 months. Went through a course for 6 months, and it was actually a complete eye-opener and a pivotal moment in development of Scurri. The knowledge, experience, and kind of world-class experts that we had mentoring the business, where it was just phenomenal. What
were the most important aspects that you took from that particular program?
The one, I would say, the biggest aspect that I took from it was the adopting lean, a manufacturing process previously, and adapting that to building an internet business. And what lean is about is eliminating waste and wasteful processes, and it just allows you to move much faster, understand your marketplace a lot quicker, and develop products that are useful to your customers rather than developing things that are not.
From a financial perspective, what have you done to finance the business up to now?
Initially, used my own cash. I had a co-founder as well that worked with me originally in Waterford Crystal, and the two of us put some money in together to float the idea. Got great supports along the way from the County Enterprise Board, as I said, and Leader. And recently, we've just raised a seed fund round of 600,000, and that's going to help us bring Scurri to the next level.
Tell us about the process that you went through in order to raise that money.
That process took a bit longer than I thought, so I'd advise anyone that's looking to raise finance. There is equity out there. There is equity finance out there. People are looking to invest. You got to be prepared for it. The process really involves making sure that you have your pitch ready, to be able to you understand your business. You understand what you're going to do with the money that you're going to take in. So you've got to be quite prepared, and be prepared also for the legal aspects to it. So there will be due diligence done in your business, and so they'll check out what you say, what you have said and told them is actually true. So just be prepared for that. And I suppose having your legals and your company accounts and everything in order is a good starting place. So if you didn't have that in order, it could take an awful lot longer to get your investment. So just having a good administration in house in order can certainly help in that process.
What are you going to use that €600,000 for?
So that's going to bring us to the next level, Karl. We have Ireland has been our kind of test bed marketplace. The UK is a huge market, and you're going to use that money to get us into the UK, develop the business. We have a lot more work to do on the product, and hire more people, salespeople, to actually get the Scurri service out and into the marketplace.
Who are your customers apart from transport companies?
So the transport companies are our partners, and they obviously deliver the goods for us. So we would see as our customers are primarily e-commerce, small and medium businesses. So we actually would see our customers coming from those marketplaces and directly to our site. If you've got a website set up, if you've got a bricks and mortar store and you're looking to set up a website, they would be typically our customer. And
tell me how, from a logistical perspective, how does Ireland compare to the UK transport market? Are we behind them or ahead of them or on par with them?
I think some of the operators are on par, but in general we're a little bit behind, as we always are. I mean, I think if you look at global trends, usually it's US, UK, and then we follow on a little bit behind that. And I think we're the same. UK is certainly a bit more sophisticated. There's a lot more e-commerce going on over there, and they're a little bit ahead, so that we can learn a bit from the UK, from from the UK marketplace. But also, we're very adapted technology here in Ireland, and we believe that we can leverage that when we went into the UK, and we're very well respected from that point of view.
Rory, I attended a conference recently which was in relation to investment, and lots of investors there said the same thing. The same message came out from the conference, and that was in relation to when they're actually carrying out their due diligence in relation to any particular project. They firstly look at the individuals behind the business, and only once they feel they're competent, they go on then to look at the product or service being offered. I suppose two parts to the question. Number one, have you found that yourself to be the case when seeking investment? And secondly, what have you done to build a team?
I was at an event myself yesterday, and a number of VCs had indicated that 98% of their fellow VCs thought team was the most important thing. So I think that's absolutely true. In my own experience, yes, the first thing that they look at and ask you about is the team and what kind of a team have you put together. I think if you have a one-man band, you don't have a chance. But I had spent a lot of time working and developing our team. The first gap that I would have had was the technical side. I'm not a technical person. I come from a sales and marketing background, and obviously delivering a technical product, we needed a very good chief technical officer. And I was lucky enough to find Sonia Hogan, who's our CTO. And it's just a huge having an excellent CTO or another team member. It just makes a huge difference. You can share a lot of the problems. You have somebody else to bounce stuff off, and even besides the investment side of it, just having somebody else start when you're a startup is really important. We've built the team up a bit now, and we'll have 5 employees just this month now, and every single one of those team members have an integral and huge part to play in the development of Scurri. And must say I have a fantastic team, and we look at it as a team effort. I just see Scurri as being a team effort. Scurri is not about Rory; it's about the Scurri team. And we've put a good bit of effort into getting excellent, and as we joke about, awesome people there. But they are very good in their own particular disciplines, but also very flexible and take on any role.
Well, it's been fascinating speaking to you this morning, Rory, and I wish you continued success in building your business.
You're listening to Southeast Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick in association with Wexford Insurances. Think Wexford Insurances for your business insurance.